Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or Mochuku, depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, the updates. Displaced Fulani Hèrđsmèń in the southeast cries out to Tinubu, begs him to hire them as sweepers in Abuja. Now, the Miyetti Cattle Breeders Association in Nigeria, in the southeast zone, the asking Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, has been declared by the biased umpire. Now they are saying, Tinubu, employ us to be sweeping in Abuja. We have been displaced. Alright. Yes, their chairman or their leader in the southeast zone, they said his name is Alhaji Gidado Siddiqui, of course. He said the call has become necessary because the Cattle Breeders Association in the country, they prayed and voted for Tinubu during the February 25th presidential charade the biased umpire conducted. In his words, that's in the words of Siddiqui, the leader of the Makban, Miyetti Fulani Hèrđsmèń in the southeast, said, I quote, "We are demanding for appointment from Tinubu's government. Even if it is as office sweepers, we are okay with it. All we want is for us to be part of the government at the center. During the election, to my knowledge, my people voted for President Tinubu because his predecessor, President Muhammadu Buhari, told my people to vote for him, and they all did so. We prayed, supported, endorsed, and did everything politically possible to ensure his victory, so he should not abandon us. In the appointments the president has made so far, no Miyetti member is among, including the recently screened ministerial nominees. In addition to the 8,000 proposed palliative and other benefits of the government, he should appoint us too, even as sweepers at the presidential villa." I have stopped quoting now. Now this is what the Miyetti demanded from Tinubu government. They said Tinubu should appoint them sweepers in Aso Rock, in Abuja. They want to be sweeping Abuja. Of course, these guys are from southeast. That's this Miyetti. They are the ones in the southeast. Of course, you have seen what is happening in the zone. We're talking about sit at home, and all these things are not. They're not comfortable with all these happenings in the zone. Of course, they have been warned. Yes, they have been warned to relocate from the southeast zone. They have been warned before now. Yes, an ultimatum was given to Hèrđsmèń in the southeast to relocate wherever they want. They should go back from where they're coming from. The southeast zone will not be accommodating them any longer. That was the ultimatum given to them. Yes, that we don't want their red meat. They should go with their red meat. They should go and enjoy their cattle, their cow. Since it is more important than human life, they should go and keep it and enjoy themselves. That is what the Biafrans said, the Southeasterners. They told them point blank, said, look, we are fed up, we don't want your cow again. And so with all the things happening in the zone, talking about the agitation for referendum, the agitation for freedom, yes, the federal government being what they have done, they have continued to detain Nnamdi Kanu detention facility in DSS dungeon, and the people of the zone are saying, look, release him or we will be staying at home. Okay? So the federal government, you know what they have been doing. The terrorists in the army, they have brought down to the southeast as troops, including the bag, the Asa the Kubo boys that the government of Imo State and the government of Ebonyi State, they have brought down to eastern Nigeria to be killing the youth. So a lot of things happening, and the Fulani Hèrđsmèń, they have known that they have no chance in the southeast zone. Of course, the Oga Patapata at the top is in Daura now, en route Niger. Though Niger is very hot for him. Of course, the man said he will run to Niger if Nigeria is in trouble, or if Nigeria trouble him. And of course, you know what's happening in Niger now. So that is it. The Niger where he want to run to, what happened there? So his own ancestral home. If care is not taken, they will bomb everything. But we don't pray that to happen because they are our brothers. Yes, Africa is one. All we are saying is let there be freedom. Grant freedom to Biafrans. They deserve it. The international community. Give the Biafrans the opportunity for referendum United Nations. That's what we're saying. In Biafra, Africa die. For if you want a better Africa, stand for Biafra. Africans should stand up for Biafra Republic. They should speak for Biafra Republic. They should be on the side of Biafrans to agitate for referendum. Biafra will enable Africa emancipation in the global, scene. So the Miyetti Allah, they have picked race. They have run to Abuja. They are begging for appointment to be sweeping Abuja for Tinubu and his government. And so that serves them right. So we are calling on the Eastern Secretariat work to continue to protect the people, protect the forest against these men. Yes, of course, you will recall that in recent time, we have not been hearing this issue of, Hèrđsmèń, Fulani Hèrđsmèń, they're coaching this and all that. So, of course, this issue have been reducing since this sit at home and lockdown. It has become so, incessant. And the agitation is getting momentum. They are afraid to come to Southeast now. They are afraid. The Fulani Hèrđsmèń, the terrorists, they masquerade as Hèrđsmèń. They are afraid now to come down to Southeast. And that is the best interest of the Southeast people. Yes, the Biafrans. So we are continuing to say, ESN, you are doing your job of warding off the intruders, terrorists coming from, the northern part of the country, in collaboration with their foreign counterparts, those who are coming from other countries in ECOWAS region. The Sahel to be precise. They are coming into Nigeria, northern Nigeria, with their locals in northern Nigeria. The local people, Fulani people, the nomads there, the killer squad there, all of them will join and collaborate, and they will come from Benue axis, north central. They will enter into Enugu, enter Ebonyi, come to Imo, Anambra, Abia. Yes, this Hèrđsmèń you are seeing, this Hèrđsmèń terrorizing, raping women. So they have been sacked. They have been asked to go back from wherever they are coming from. So now the Oga Patapata is not there. So they want to go to Abuja and work for Tinubu. Let them go there. We don't want to see any cattle. We don't want to see any Hèrđsmèń in the Southeast. It's anathema. There is an existing law that prohibits that. Yes, anti-open grazing is there. It's the laws of states. We have said it. Any House of Assembly in Southeast that is yet to, enact that law, or make that bill an act or a law, they will see that, anything that happened untoward, there will be the consequences. There will be the consequences. So we have said it. The laws of states is there. It is for the protection. That's why when we say ESN is to protect our people from the conscience of Hèrđsmèń. If the House of Assembly, if they think that the Hèrđsmèń, they are benign, that they're not harmful to the people, why would they enact anti-open grazing? Both in the South. That's Niger Delta. So all these things to show you that these people are terrorists, and that's why that's the work ESN is doing, to ward them off completely